Still have to poop.
Can't soil someone else's bed. Although that would really be a shitty superpower. Hey everybody, welcome to Three Guys Up High Podcast. I'm your host Jonathan, here with my co-host Gary.
Yeet!
And back once again, Aaron.
It's another day.
Yeah.
So, I think today we're talking about shitty superpowers.
Yes. Are they shitty or are they actually good?
Who knows?
Who knows?
So this actually came up when I was talking to some other friends, and one of the ones we talked about is the ability to become half invisible.
So, when it's like half invisible, you have to be specific. Does just one half of you turn invisible? Or are you just like 50% transparent?
Is it a random distribution of molecules in your bodies, and half of them are invisible and the rest are not, so you're basically visible?
Yeah. like what are we talking about with that one?
I don't know.
So
that's the whole thing with this.
So okay, all right,
whatever shitty way you want it to be.
All right, so let's break it down. Let's start with 50% transparency. So like just you turn half invisible, all of you, so you're like see-through, but slightly see-through. Like you're still very visible there, but just less visible.
I mean, you'd probably be able to book some good gigs being like a ghost.
In
in like a haunted house or something.
Or like in movies and stuff. Yeah, okay. Maybe that one's not as bad. I can definitely see, like, you could still make something. You could still be useful that way. You just have to be ready to, like, camouflage yourself to whatever scenario you're in.
Like the haunted house tour of Fort Lauderdale.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh god. The Pervageist. Yeah.
What?
Okay, alright. Story time, real quick. When we went down to Florida for Sea Base with the Scouts, we were in Fort Lauderdale for like, 5 days before our...
I don't think it was that long. It was like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, we were there a couple of days. So we were trying to find things to do, with the Scout troops, while we were waiting for our actual trip out to the island. One of the things that we did was a guided ghost tour of the Fort Lauderdale area. And it was the biggest sham because we didn't actually, like, go into any, like, haunted places. He just took us to these places and said, yeah, look, this place is haunted. And then we left. And he'd tell us like a little story. And one of them was he took this woman on one of his guided, tours. And she said, quote, or the ghost was touching her jiggly bits. And so instead of it being called a poltergeist, it was a pervageist. Yeah. So... It was a weird fucking ghost tour. Just fucking 2 out of 10, never do again. It was nice to see the Fort Lauderdale area. But anyway, no, I can definitely see the 50% transparency being helpful, especially if you were good at, like, camouflaging yourself. Like, maybe if you had, like, a different ghillie suit for whatever area you're in.
But you're only going 50% invisible.
Right, but you're already... But that already... would make you harder to see. You could still be seen, but it's going to make you harder to be seen. So if you add other camouflage to it, it might help you blend in a little bit better. You get what I mean?
I guess.
I don't know. I think it would be useful. You can make a superpower out of that. I really think you could. So now I think we need to talk about the other shitty part of this superpower is if only half of you turns invisible.
Is it like half of you vertically or half of you horizontally?
Or like depth? Like only the first 2 inches becomes invisible?
Oh god! Oh, that would be horrible.
So you're just like walking organs?
Oh, that'd be really neat.
Yeah, you could probably make that a superpower just from like the intimidation factor.
Or just the educational perspective maybe?
Oh yeah, like you could like teach anatomy. That would be kind of
You don't have to get x-rays. They can just see into your body.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, but if it's only 2 inches, shit might still be covered up.
Yeah.
Might still need some x-rays. Now, what would really suck is if half of you turned invisible, but, like, not corresponding halves. So, like, your left leg goes invisible, but your right arm also goes invisible. So you're just a left arm and a right leg. I don't think you could ever really make that useful. Except maybe some, like, movie stunt work.
Probably, like, pickpocket people.
But your arm just disappears. It's not like...
It's not gone. It's just invisible.
Right, but like, I'm picturing it like, it kind of looks like this whole part just disappears. So like, this is transparent up until you get back to here, and then this is like normal.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would help you.
You might feel you rummaging, but they can't see you.
Yeah, put like some bandages on your shoulder, make it look like you got your arm like cut off or something.
Oh my goodness.
You're like, what do you mean I pickpocketed you? I don't have an arm.
All right, so that's a good one. How about this one? If you want to play this game at home, we're on the r shitty superpowers subreddit, and
you're just picking them right
specifically r/, not
r/.
our shitty superpowers,
Yeah,
because we don't have any shitty superpowers.
I don't know. I can clear the room with some bad gas.
I can wake up every day with a headache.
That's a pretty shitty superpower.
Ironically, those are both shitty superpowers.
You can wet someone else's bed whenever you have to pee. So,
do you get to choose who? Because that would be awesome. You're like, wet Donald Trump's bed every day?
I don't know, even if you don't get to choose, it's just somebody that's not you. You don't have to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom.
Well, that's just inconsiderate, though.
So, but like, that's the thing. It's whenever you have to pee. So does the need to pee make you wet someone else's bed? Or does the act of actually urinating, like, does your pee, like, transcend space and time and end up in someone else's bed?
That's how I figured it.
Okay.
Wormhole technology for...
So you do still
genitals.
physically have to pee?
Yes.
You can't just be like, oh, I kind of have to pee, and now someone else's bed is wet.
No.
Because that's what I took from that one.
Yeah, like, anytime you try to pee, you wet someone's bed.
So do you still have to, like, take everything out to pee, or do you just go?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be useful. Oh, on long car trips? Oh my god. You never gotta stop unless you need gas. You don't have to go into those shitty fucking weird-ass gas station bathrooms.
You still have to poop.
Still have to poop.
You can't soil someone else's bed. Although that would really be a shitty superpower.
But honestly, you know, just for the utility of it alone, not having to stop to, like, pee, like, especially on long road trips, because, like, I've gone on long road trips where, like, I have to pee, but those bathrooms look shady as fuck. And it's just like, maybe I'll go find a tree. Because I don't want to get, like, tetanus from, like, touching a doorknob.
Yeah, there's definitely some really sketchy...
Oh, here's a good one you might like. You can control how Donald Trump's hair moves while he sleeps.
Yeah, what would be...
I don't know, but, like, I feel like that would be kind of fun. But you don't get to see it.
No, so I don't...
You wouldn't want to just, like, give him a mohawk or, like, some Liberty spikes or something?
How would you even know that this superpower was real and you weren't just, imagining it?
Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. You can fart on command. You can do that anyway. But with any duration, so it lasts as long as you need it to, and it smells like anything. That would be wonderful.
You could freshen up a room anytime you wanted.
You never have to buy air fresheners anymore.
That'd be pretty
You'd
good.
just be like, oh, it smells kind of fishy from that fish bake we had yesterday. I think I'll make it smell like apples.
The government would probably recruit you as a weapon, though.
What?
I mean...
they could just, like, send you into rooms, and you could just fart until the level reaches a point where you kill everyone in the room.
Yeah, but how long would you have to pass gas for?
I would totally see the government just, like, finding that person, hooking them up to a machine, and harvesting their farts. An infinite source of natural gas.
Like a perfume company.
Oh, yeah.
You could monetize the shit out of that.
Oh my god, yeah, that's ridiculous. I like that. That's not a shitty superpower. That's fucking great. I like that one. All right, what else?
It's like Slurm from Futurama, though.
Yeah.
It's like you can't let anyone find out the truth on how it works.
When you order at a restaurant, you only have to pay for the food you swallow.
I would just have to pay for all the food I eat anyway.
You have cheese vision. What does that mean?
You can see all the cheese in the world at any given point in time. It's like X-ray vision, but it's just like an outline of cheese.
An outline of cheese. Like Cyclops do from Mosh. What? Can I shoot? So I shoot cheese. Nice, I'll stop hunger. Reddit's such a weird place. You can taste emotions. Now, this is one we talked about a little bit last night on the ride home from D&D. Like, what exactly, like, do you get to assign the flavor to the emotion? Like, it's like, if I
get to assign the flavor to cheeseburgers?
Well,
no,
like,
Gary.
But, like, so, like, what would depression taste like? I'm thinking blueberries.
Why?
And cold. I don't know, because blue
blue
makes me sad, yeah.
Blueberries are tasty though.
Yeah, they are, but like, so you're saying depression can't be delicious? Like,
And like, are you feeding on other people's emotions, or are you tasting your own emotions?
I would say
You're like a dementor. You're just like sucking the. So like, if someone's happy, you can just like.
I don't think it's
And
like
they're like not happy anymore, and you get to savor the flavor.
I don't think it has anything to do with like sucking the emotions out. I think it's more like, oh, you're happy today. Tastes like lemon bars. Oh, he's
like,
angry.
If you go really in depth, could you be like
Peppers.
I feel like this would be wanted by the government a lot because you could like screen people. Like you just be like at an airport and you're like, oh, you taste like malicious intent.
What would malicious intent taste like?
Warheads.
Something metallic. Even sour.
Really sour.
Oh, okay, alright. That one was better than I expected.
I think anything that allows you to produce any amount of mass
Oh, yeah, the infinite
is just
mozzarella
a
stick.
broken superpower.
Yeah, so we
not shitty. That is great because you can just like the infinite mozzarella that you just produce infinite mass, and if you can produce it at any location of your choice, you could just create black holes. Then,
Well, the thing is you could stretch the mozzarella stick without it ever breaking. So, like, you'd have to be like, shloop, and then come back and shloop. Like, you'd have to, like, it's like the, like, napkins out of the
but you're
sleeve
still
tray.
creating mass.
I guess. I don't know. Let's see. What else do we got here? Whenever you dial a phone number, you will know the first name of its owner. That's like so not helpful anymore though, because like we're not living in a time where you're dialing the phone and not knowing who you're calling on the other end.
Telemarketers.
Yeah, but you're not dialing them; they're dialing you.
No, but yeah, for telemarketers
No,
or scam artists, be like, oh hey, Paul, what's up, buddy?
But, like, that only gets you so far. If some random number called me and they're like, hey, Gary, I'd be like, fuck off, what do you want? Because that's normally how I answer the phone anyway.
Yeah, but, like, I could totally see that being useful in that niche circumstance.
You can glue your body onto anything. I think this one still has potential.
Can you release yourself, though?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. So why is that helpful, ever? Why would you want to glue yourself onto anything without being able to release yourself?
I mean, so you would need a sidekick to unglue you. So that's the first step. You need a sidekick to unglue
Super
you.
glue man and nail polish
Solvent
remover
man.
boy.
But, like, think about it. It's like, you know, if you want to go on an airplane trip, but it's overbooked, you just glue yourself to the airplane.
There are other problems with that.
Still gotta be able to breathe and not freeze to death. What if the cold interferes with your sticking ability?
Yeah,
And you know
someone's
what?
already gotten a flight in the wheel well of a plane, so...
And you know what? They also didn't say what type of glue it was. They didn't say if it was like super glue strength or like shitty Elmer's glue strength. So like you might be able to stick for a short while and then you fall off. Because it's like that shitty purple glue stick.
You'd be really good at those Japanese game shows where you have to, like, run and jump out a wall.
I don't know about that, because like if you stick, you're there. And like
I think the shitty part of the superpower is being able to stick to things at will, but not being able to unstick yourself.
Yeah. Do you get a choice? Presumably you get a choice in the
yeah,
it's not
I
like
think you can turn it on.
What
Yeah.
is that?
No, but
Where you're like, wow, what is that from? Where the guy, he's just like touching, she's like getting paper stuck to. Oh shit, what is that from?
What?
He gets like covered in tree sap at some point and it's trying to like work through something. He's getting his hands stuck to everything.
Oh my god, I don't know, but that sounds glorious. Here's one. You can forget happy memories.
Yeah, that's a shitty superpower.
it's quite useless, yeah.
I mean,
I think we need to come up with some of our own too.
Okay, well,
We had
you
mentioned
first.
some before the podcast.
You first.
You can make your eyeballs glow in the dark.
How is that useful at all?
It's not. That's the part.
So wait, can you see them glowing?
Yeah, so you can't see anything else. But everybody else can see your eyeballs glowing.
Oh my.
Okay, that would qualify.
You can always summon a blanket, but it's always a couple inches too short.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that's brutal.
That's the worst. Because
rough.
you have to bend your legs just that little bit, and you're like, this isn't comfortable.
Or you have to only cover your legs. You can't cover, like, your body. Oh, yeah. That's a shitty one right there.
That's a
That
mildly
sucks.
infuriating experience.
It happens to me way too much. I grab the wrong blanket. It's like, no! Fuck! Oh, hold on. You always know the location of the missing sock.
Oh, that's actually helpful.
Right,
I
but
want to know where they go, Gary. Where the hell do they go?
where do they go? Honestly.
If I knew, I wouldn't have any missing socks.
I know for me, sometimes I get a tear in my sock and I'll throw the one away, but I won't throw the other one away.
Well, yeah, because then when you get a tear in another pair of the same type
Yeah,
of sock,
you might have
you can match them back up.
yeah, there you go.
But, like, that doesn't explain the little gremlins that come and steal the socks. Like,
It's a
so
sock
the only
tax.
explanation is there is some monster in
That
existence
lives-
that just steals socks.
They actually had a word for it in Russian. There actually was a monster whose sole purpose was to steal children's socks.
That doesn't surprise me.
Russians are funny. I don't know, Aaron. What's your shitty superpower of choice?
I might be waiting here a long time for my powers of improvisation to kick in here.
Well, you said something last night. It was like you can always come up with an idea, but it's never fits the situation.
I don't
You-
remember that.
You can always come up with an argument, but it's always a half hour after the conversation.
Oh, that's one that falls into the mildly infuriating section.
Yeah.
You know, okay, here's a good one. You know how to solve all of the world's problems, but only in the shower.
I feel like there's workarounds for that. I was thinking this. Ironically, I was also trying to think something that you could only do in the shower. But like, there's workarounds. You just have a little portable shower stall.
But you don't get to choose. It's like you step into the shower and it's like, oh my god, yes, this is how we end world hunger. And then you get out and you're like,
You have no
That was
recollection that
Yeah.
you had.
yeah, yep. Or you go in and it's like, oh yeah, the world energy crisis. That's it. You get out. I wonder what I'm getting for lunch today.
Who showers in the middle of the day?
I do.
Ah.
Yeah.
Because he gets up at the middle of the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, showering in the morning though.
No, so like most of the time I'll shower at
depends.
night when I get home from work. On weekends when I'm coming over here, I will shower, before I get here.
That's appreciated.
Yeah. But there's some days where I'm working in the morning and I get so fucking grimy from work that I'll just take a shower in the middle of the day.
Oh, yeah, if I'm doing something
Yeah.
that like necessitates a shower before I do another
Also,
activity.
there are mornings where I wake up and I go, I wonder what I'm taking for lunch. Or I wonder what I'm getting for lunch. So, like, that's not really, like,
I
yeah.
usually think about that the night before too, so
Yeah, see, I don't think that far ahead.
it's usually whether or not I'm getting free lunch tomorrow.
You can always remember what you had for breakfast the day before.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that falls into the not particularly helpful, but it's
kinda.
not something I can already do. I guess it's a superpower.
Oh.
Or when you can always remember what you had for breakfast 1 year ago today.
Oh my god. Every time you walk into a building, you know what's not up to code.
Oh god, that's just terrifying.
That's very useful.
Yeah, you can make a career out of that one.
Yeah, but like I also feel like people would just want you dead.
Building inspectors hate him.
Yeah. Oh god. You know exactly what they put inside Stretch Armstrong.
Who's Stretch Armstrong?
Really?
What? is
You don't know what
Armstrong?
Stretch Armstrong is?
Never heard of it, Gary.
No.
Stretch Armstrong was a toy that, like, it looked like a muscle builder, but it was stretchy. And it was like a sort of goo that was in it. And no one ever wanted to know what was inside Stretch Armstrong. Because what Stretch Armstrong was it was a type of rubber plastic that was used in fetishes. It was a type of latex that was most commonly used for fetish sex stuff.
Huh.
So it was always, don't ask what's inside Stretch Armstrong, because you didn't want to know. Yeah.
Oh man, I had a great idea before this whole debacle, and now I forgot it.
Oh, that's the word. You can always remember the thing that you forgot, only hours later.
Well, that's actually helpful, though. At least you've remembered it.
I guess.
You know when everybody you meet is going to die, but they never believe you?
Oh, that's just cruel. It's like a fucking ticker above their head. Oh God, I couldn't be friends with anyone. I couldn't, cause I would fucking look like if I would look at you and I like saw that, I'm like, oh, man, shit. Like I'd have to live out in the woods like by myself with nothing.
You could always just gouge your eyes out and then.
But I don't think that stops you from knowing.
It would probably stop you from knowing.
You think so?
Yeah.
So
In
it's a
this
sight-based
case,
superpower.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, theoretically, you could still try to do something. It's just they won't believe you.
Every morning when you wake up, you can tell that you're going to forget something, but you don't know what you're going to forget.
I have a superpower then. That's just a day in my life.
You wake up going,
Fucking hell.
I'm going to forget something today. Oh, let's see. What else we got here? Let's go back to the subreddit. What else we got?
This is going to come across as an incredibly low effort episode.
It really is, but we're having a great time.
We got some summer trips planned, so we're not around to keep up with our normal recording schedule.
Yeah, we're trying to get a backlog set up.
Fuck vacation, man.
Dude, I need a vacation. You shut your dirty whore mouth.
You can go on vacation whenever you want, but you never remember it afterwards.
I'd take it. I really
Or
would.
maybe not whenever you want, but anytime you go on vacation, it's always the best vacation of your life, but you can never remember it.
I would take it. I would do it. Because I've had shitty vacations before. So, like, just to guarantee that I don't have another shitty vacation, that's enough. That's enough for me. I'm okay with that.
See, I wouldn't want to miss, like, because essentially you're just losing that time of your life.
But for that amount of time, I was the happiest person I'd ever be. So, I'll take it.
Yeah, but I can't remember it, so...
That's fine. I don't know. I'd take it. You can run at superhuman speeds, but only when your eyes are closed.
Oh, so we're back to the Reddit now?
I'm just pulling some up because I don't know if I could keep coming up with some. At that point, learn echolocation.
Just like...
I know. I
You'd
would
be
go,
limited by the speed of sound, then.
Still, that's pretty fucking fast.
I guess.
Like, you know.
Well, obviously you wouldn't be able... I don't know, but you would have to have some kind of... It would be the speed of sound minus your stopping distance.
Or, like, maybe have something like...
It doesn't help if you know that wall is there.
If you're
You
going
can't
too
stop.
fast to stop. Or you might just be going so fast that, like, you can just plow right through it and nothing bad happens.
That's not how the human body works. I guarantee you we can't accelerate you at a wall. And just because you're going fast, it'll end well.
You can explode your own liver. So this was what I was wondering about. So by exploding it, do you just die? Like, is it a large explosion? Like, are we talking like C4? Are we talking like fucking Hiroshima? Like, what are we talking about here?
Can you take out yourself or a city block?
Yeah, or a city. Like, because I can see that being kind of useful, maybe.
When do you ever have a need to take out... Or do we need to have a talk here?
No. I promise I'm not part of the IRA.
I taste malicious intent.
Okay. You can purify any type of water, but you have to gargle it and spit it out for it to work.
Everybody around you is just like, I don't want to drink that. I'd rather die.
But it comes out as like 100% lab grade water.
Yes.
Like it's super pure.
They don't know that though.
Oh my.
Oh,
okay, so
God.
this episode might be low effort, but God, aren't we having fun? Oh my God. You are immune to fart damage. That's not a shitty superpower. That's just good. Being able to just not be phased by anyone's noxious gases, especially Aaron's.
You can see whenever anybody takes damage, but you can never see their total hit points.
Or reversely, you can see someone's max HP, but you can never see when they've taken damage.
I was just thinking, you like look in the mirror one day and it's just like one. Because
you're just slowly dying.
No, like, I was thinking you have like some terminal disease you don't realize you have.
Oh God. Okay, here's one we talked about. that our buddy Nick would have really enjoyed. You can summon a Cheez-It at will.
Yeah, that's like you can't quite solve the world's hunger problem, but you can
It
almost
then
solve
becomes
I
the
can
how
solve
quickly-
my hunger problem. So.
Cheez-It, will you please sponsor us?
No, we need Annie's cheese squares. That's where
What?
it's at.
I've never heard
Annie's
of
cheese
I've never
squares.
heard of them.
That's an inside joke that no one here is inside on.
It's an outside.
It's an outside joke. Oh no, you can give other people Voldemort noses.
Again, not shitty. Not shitty.
Your genitalia can phase through other objects.
Like always? Do you have a choice with this one?
I don't know.
Because like for it to be shitty, you obviously can't have a choice.
Oh, is it toggleable? Is the first comment. Yes. So it is toggleable.
Oh, then that's just helpful.
When are you ever gonna... When? Like, I'm gonna walk up to a wall and... Is that like a party trick? It's like, hey, you want to see my penis phase through this wall? Oh my god. Oh, here's a good one. This will go well with the,
Oh, I just
tasting
realized if a woman
emotions.
used that, depending on what it classifies as genitalia, their internal organs might just fall out.
Oh god! That's not good.
You're going for a checkup and you can just like, oh, I need to take a look at your testicles. You drop them out and hand them to
No, you don't even have to.
How would you hand it to him?
You don't even have to drop trow. You just let your balls phase through. We're actually children.
Oh.
All right. Oh god. Okay. We talked about this one a little bit in the car last night. By yelling, "I have a bomb" at an airport, you get a candy bar.
Yeah, that's one you'll never want to use.
I don't know. I could really go for a Fifth Avenue bar.
Oh, what about you can always, the exact number of hairs that are on any given person's head.
That's like a curse.
Exactly.
Like, you go up and like, you have 600 hairs on your head.
At that point, you could just count.
Well, I don't know how many hairs are on, like, I don't know what the average number is. Someone else looked that
I think it's
one.
several 100,000.
Your fingernails aren't affected by gravity.
What?
How would that even work? So if they're not affected by gravity, would, like, your arms constantly be, like, up here?
No, because, like, when you're 0 G's is just weightlessness, which means your hands are just slightly lighter.
So, but that means if I would, like, bite my nail and I break a piece of my nail off and let it go, it's just gonna forever...
That's not how gravity works, Gary.
Oh, yeah, I guess, like, yeah. I guess it would just stay, like,
0
floating.
G's is weightlessness. Yeah.
But that means if I would push it...
Yeah, you could just yeet it into space. You could be like, wee. Well, it would still have air resistance and drag, so it would eventually... You'd have to yeet it with sufficient force
To leave the atmosphere.
to leave the atmosphere.
Oh, that's a weird...
Oh, and then you could, like, accidentally destroy planets with that.
Yeah, if it's going fast enough.
Yeah. It would probably... Well, if they didn't have an atmosphere.
Well, the fingernail would also... Yeah, the fingernail would burn up, probably.
If the receiving planet had an atmosphere, yeah.
But if you're flinging it with enough force to leave the atmosphere, you might burn it up on the way out.
I don't think so. Because, like, I don't think we need to worry about shielding of space shuttles when we're launching them. I don't think escape velocity is fast enough that you have
You
to
know
worry
who's a
about-
great person to ask?
Nick.
You know who's not here?
Well, my
Nick.
limited experience with Kerbal Space Program is, yes, things can overheat on the way out of the atmosphere.
But could a fingernail?
Does
Doesn't matter what it
This
is.
is a real hard-hitting question.
Well,
here.
like, obviously, a loaf of bread would probably burn up, but, like, maybe a fingernail would
Cut
survive.
off part of your fingernail and light it on fire. Does it burn?
But does it get hot enough by friction, though, is the question.
Probably.
Does it matter that it's a finger? How does a finger...
Because different materials have different properties. Something with a more coarse surface will heat up more from friction than
And
smooth,
a rocket ship that's designed to
streamlined-
be aerodynamic is less more coarse than a fingernail?
Every time you yeet...
I don't know. That's the question. I don't understand why you're answering my question with a question.
Every...
It's not helpful. I need an answer.
Well, you have a crisis over there. Every time you yee a random Australian horse... Oh, I love it. You can turn invisible, but only when no one is looking at you.
Including yourself.
I guess.
Does that count cameras?
I'd assume so. You basically become Schrodinger's person. Your pillow is always cool no matter what the temperature. That's so good.
Yeah.
Oh my
I guess
God.
if it's cold, though.
That's fine. I still want a cold pillow in the wintertime. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a shitty superpower.
Oh, you're a famous wilderness explorer, but you have a poison ivy allergy.
So does, like, 75%
Everyone,
of the
yeah.
population.
I don't, thankfully.
I
neither.
think I've developed a resistance to it at some point. I exposed myself to it repeatedly.
Did you
enough
eat
that
any
I
of it?
That's how
stopped
that
it.
works.
Okay.
That's how a lot of allergies work. If you expose yourself to it enough, that's what Laura did with shrimp. She just kept
God.
eating them until she stopped suffering an allergic reaction.
Jesus Christ.
So there is a
That's
cure.
a superpower right there.
It doesn't work for all allergies though, so don't
How do we
go
know?
out eating peanuts if you're allergic to peanuts.
Your spit is Elmer's glue.
Again, that's just helpful.
If it's in your mouth,
Presumably, it can keep itself moist while it's in your mouth.
you want to taste Elmer's glue for the rest of your life?
Who said it tastes bad? Children eat it all the time. It's not toxic.
Your Heimlich maneuvers deal plus 10 poison damage.
That goes with that. You can see the damage people take, but not their max hit point. You see someone giving them the Heimlich, like, what are those green numbers?
It's like slowly ticking down. Oh, this is like the one that Laura was talking about last night. You can listen to Kids Bop versions of yet to be released music.
Oh yeah, what Laura had suggested was you can play any song at any time, but it's always the Kids Bop version.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never listened to Kids Bop.
It was not good. I don't know who thought it was a good idea. Because almost all the songs they made Kids Bop versions for...
Kids Bop, but scat.
That was the thing. Like, every time they came out with a Kids Bop, it was never songs that kids should be listening to in the first place.
I think that was the point, though, wasn't it?
Well, they
It was
did
like
a
children's
lot less,
version of adult songs.
but they did a lot less
Like what?
censoring. Okay,
I just
First
thought
of
it
all-
was like normal songs.
yeah, it used to just be pretty much the normal song.
I don't know, I've
So
never
they made a
listened
kid
to it.
version. So then the kids buy the kid version and the adults buy the regular version, and then they have to buy two versions of the same song.
Yeah, it was basically just a money tactic. That's it. But honestly, who said, "Hey, we're making Kids Bop number like 89. What should we put on it? What's new and relevant? Oh, let's put WAP on it."
Actually, it would be Kids Bop 20 because it was based on the year the songs were released, Gary. That is one thing I do know because where I worked, we had a lot of them come in.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure. Like Kids Bop 98 was like 1998.
Oh, okay. Now that's what I call Kids Bop 2000.
Or maybe that... No, you're right. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but yeah.
It just goes to further solidify, I know nothing about Kids Bop.
Yeah. But it's like, who honestly thought that WAP was a good idea to put on a Kids Bop?
They
Like-
just changed the lyric.
Wings and pizza?
Yeah, man. Who doesn't like wings and pizza?
I don't know the song you're talking
Yeah,
about.
he
Good,
doesn't-
don't. It's not worth it. You can generate anything
Search
you
moist
imagine.
kitty cat.
I don't think I will.
Enough. Just enough. You can generate anything you imagine. Oh god.
That's not shitty. Again,
That's
like...
But is it like you have a choice? Does it just pop into existence? That's what makes it scary.
I mean, you just have to be very careful.
Feel
Like, you would have to, like, really keep your mind honed, or you just have, like, sex dolls falling from the sky.
Since when am I like a fucking poon fiend? Like,
That's a word.
like fuck. I'm good. You fucking stop slandering me. Such an ass.
It would be pineapple.
Oh god, no.
Pineapples falling from the sky.
I'm pretty sure just half of this episode is me laughing. Oh, let's see. You can choose which is the next hair that falls off your entire body.
Yeah. Don't think that one's particularly helpful. Definitely a shitty superpower. Definitely a
Yeah, it's not really
superpower,
that.
though.
You can only speak to people using their native language. It's not that terrible. It's kind of pretty good.
Yeah, that's... It just means you can communicate with anyone.
Yeah.
And you don't have to submerge them in water with yourself.
Or turn
I think
into a-
anyone that's listened this far just checked out.
yeah. We'll have to have Lou on to talk about our D&D shenaniganry because yesterday was a fucking gold mine of just content.
Yeah, we do have to have Lou on again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk about.
Okay, what does this even mean? You can steal the racism from other people. So does that mean like you slowly become the most racist person on the planet? But everyone else becomes not racist?
That's how I read that, yes.
Yeah.
So, like...
You're a martyr.
Yeah.
A racist martyr that everyone reviles.
You become the very thing you
swore to destroy. Oh, man. I don't know. I feel like that could be helpful.
Yeah,
it happens.
And you can just off yourself.
Yeah. Or we just send you to Antarctica, where you can live your own...
Don't do that to poor Antarctica. There's people there, Gary.
Are there?
Yes.
I thought they're mostly just scientists.
Scientists are people, Gary.
No, they're not. But can you imagine sending the most racist person in the world to Antarctica and he's just like, fuck you, penguin.
And with that...
Oh, are we out of time?
I think we're out of time.